Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Mr. Fitness, the body transformation specialist. And on today's episode of Weight Loss Warriors, we're going to be speaking with Kristine. So in just a few moments, Kristine is going to be getting on here, and she's coming all the way from Ireland to share her weight loss story. So in just a few moments, she's going to come on and share her story, and she's going to talk about everything. She's going to talk about where she's been, where she's at now, and where she's looking to go, and everything in between. So if you're looking forward to another awesome episode of Weight Loss Warriors and you're in the mood, then you're in the right place. If you're new here, welcome. But if you've been here before, welcome back. On Weight Loss Warriors, our goal is simple. Our goal is to encourage, to motivate, and to inspire you to know that you too can do it. So in just a few moments, we're going to get Kristine on so she can share her awesome story. But if you've missed any of the past episodes of Weight Loss Warriors and you'd like to get caught up, head on over to youtube.com/fitnessmotivation4u2. That's fitness motivation, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2. There you'll be able to check out every single past episode of Weight Loss Warriors, plus check out some other really good content. And while you're there, consider subscribing and hit that bell notification so you never, ever miss another episode. Also, if you've got a weight loss story that you'd like to share and you'd like to do it here on a future episode of Weight Loss Warriors and you're watching this live, go ahead and DM me and let's talk. But if you're watching this on YouTube, down below in the description, click the link and let's talk about getting you on a future episode. Last but not least, if you're looking to start a journey and you don't know what to do, or you're in a journey and maybe you're not getting results, I'd love to help. If you're watching this live, go ahead and DM me and let's talk. But if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link below and let's get started working together to get you into absolutely awesome shape. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's see if we can get Kristine on the show. She should be on in a few minutes, a few seconds, hopefully. And guys, like I said, if you have any questions for Kristine during this live and you want to ask, make sure you put your questions up on the screen and I'll make sure that I get your questions answered. I have a list of questions that I want to ask her about her journey, but your questions are equally important. So if you do have any, make sure you get those up. Let's see. Now, again, Kristine is coming all the way from Ireland to share her story. So she should be on in just a few minutes. I'm just waiting for her to request to be part of the live. Eventually, hopefully, Instagram will make it so that I can ask people if they want to be part of the live. And I think, that'll make the process go a little bit faster. There she, okay. So I think we got her ready to come in. I'm going to get to her absolutely awesome and incredible weight loss story. So we're just waiting, guys. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and there she goes. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, William. How are you?
I am doing very well. So I'm happy to have you on today to share your weight loss story and inspire the world, literally the world, because we are what it feels like worlds apart. You're in Ireland, correct?
Correct.
So, guys, we are going across the globe with this weight loss warrior thing.
Yes, exactly.
So, Kristine, today it's all about you, and I want to spend this opportunity that we have, this time together that we have to share your weight loss story, to talk about where you've been, where you're at right now, and where you're looking to go, and everything in between. So, let's start at the beginning. When your journey started, what was your highest weight? And I believe it was in kilograms. I know
131 kilograms, 288 pounds.
So 288 pounds. So what was your pre-surgery weight? What did you weigh prior to surgery?
127 kilograms, 279 pounds.
Okay, so not bad, not bad. So what is your current weight?
Current, I'm 83 kilograms, 182.1 pounds. Nearly 100 pounds lost.
So how long did it take you to get from your highest weight to your current weight?
About from the highest 9 months, but since surgery, 7 months.
Okay, so total 9 months to get from where you started to where you're at now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since surgery, I lost 98.3 pounds.
Okay. So where are you looking to go? What's your goal weight?
At 159.
Okay. So how long do you think it should take you from where you're at now to get to that weight?
I would say another 2 months.
Another 3 months?
2.
2 months. So guys, we will be
Yes.
doing an update interview in another 2 months to track the rest of the story. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. So there, you've been through some things during the course of your journey, and you've had
Yeah.
some pretty drastic things happen to you. And I know, but one of the things, the good things you said during our talk is you said every day your clothes are fitting better.
Yes,
How does
exactly.
that feel? How does that feel?
It's amazing to go in any shop and buy any clothes, and you know that I'm gonna get any clothes in any shop. Before, I was like, I'm not gonna go in that shop because I know I'm not gonna be able to buy any. Like there will be nothing in my size. Now I can go anywhere.
Now you can go anywhere. So options have just opened up for you.
Totally.
I'm sure in more things than just buying clothes now that you've lost so much weight.
Clothes, even shoes, they fit better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost about half size in foot the size, shoe size. So it's easier to buy any shoes, easy to wear high heels again because my feet doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is much better.
There
Totally.
you go. Glad to
My
hear
life has
that.
changed.
Yeah. And we're going to talk more about exactly what has changed about your life and what's better about it. Again, we're going to talk about the good and the bad, but I think we have a question from our viewers. It looks like Ella_Tisane. If I pronounced that incorrectly, I do apologize. But she said, I'm assuming she said, what operation did you have?
I had the sleeve surgery.
Okay. Okay. And why did you choose the sleeve over other surgeries?
Yeah, the bypass. I choose because sleeve is not that invasive, not that aggressive.
Yeah.
There's more complication with bypass than the sleeve, and even if I needed to lose more than 50 kilograms, I'm nearly there. Like even without the bypass, the doctor said you need to have the bypass, but I said no, I don't want the bypass, and I went for the sleeve.
Yeah. So I know that not too long ago you had a friend that died from a heart attack
2 years
from being
ago.
overweight. So
2 years ago, she was only heavier than me for about 15 pounds.
okay.
She was taller. She looked bigger than me, but she had so many health complications because of the weight, and because I was not so far in the weight wise as her, I was scared I'm gonna go the same path as her. And I have 3 small children. I didn't want to leave them behind, and yes, she lost her life to heart attack 2 years ago, exactly on a special day of mine. So it was hard. It was like a really big eye-opening situation.
So tell us more about that time in your life. Where were you emotionally? Where were you physically?
Physically, I was still active. I was walking a lot, but emotionally, I was depressed, was not happy at all. Didn't go out with friends or do anything, was more home, like not happy at all with my life. And so, and my friend, she was like, Kristine, what's going on? Why are you like that? And then she was asking me, I was helping her in the church with the wedding, and she was, I was sweating like crazy because of my weight and everything. She was like, can I ask you how much you weigh? And I was like, about 131 kilograms. And she was like, listen, Inta died because she was big, and you need to think about your children. And I was like, yeah. And that's what opened my eyes. And then I started to research the sleeve surgery. I started to research actually the balloons, but because of the weight what I need to lose, it was not good. It's about 30 kilograms what you can lose with the balloons. So I started to research after that the sleeve surgery, and that was in June when we talked about it, and end of August I booked my surgery.
Okay, so it looks like Cheetah Carise we're going to get to your question. I know you had a question. What is your diet now? We're going to talk more about diet towards the end of the interview, because obviously eating good is a huge part of success, of weight loss success, regardless of what route you choose, whether you choose. And I think that's one of the misconceptions. And I guess we'll kind of go forward, because this is a question that I ask everyone is, you know, people don't realize that surgery is a tool. Surgery is not the answer. And I think what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of people that have the surgery don't succeed. A lot of people that get surgery do fail. So it's only a tool, and you still have to eat right. You still have to exercise. You still have to do all the things that someone that doesn't get surgery has to do. So let's kind of talk now about, you know, some of the things. Well, before we do that, what would you say to someone to help them not go through what your friend went through?
Like, I think, you mean like diet-wise, or
well, anyway, let's say you're sitting similar to what your friend did with you. Is she said, look, our friend just died from being overweight. This part of this show is really for us to help people not go through that. So what do you say to someone that is as overweight as your friend was when she died, and you know that they're going down the same road eventually? It might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week, but eventually that's where they're headed. What do you say to that person?
The same. My friend is actually going through this now, and she keeps saying, like, the same friend who motivated me to do the surgery and even do the change in my life, she's having problems. And about 3-4 months ago, we had a barbecue, and she was asking me, Kristine, I'm sick and tired of me being big. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's my daughter. Sorry about it. Go, close the door, please. Close the door.
Kids want to be part of the interview too. That's okay.
Oh my God. My mom was looking after them, but slipped out one.
That's okay.
Yeah, and then she was keeping saying, Kristine, can you please motivate me? Like, say something for me to change my life. And I was like, were you not in the slimming world? Were you not, did you not lose a lot of weight? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you know the diet? She was like, yeah, I know. It's like, there you go. You have your tool. Do something about it. Like, you know how to eat, right? You know what to do. Go ahead. She was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, then why you ask me these stuff? Like, if you know what to do, and then just go ahead. And now she's on the diet, like really strict diet, and she lost about 10 kilos already, like in 2 months time. And I'm really proud of her.
So what was it for her that caused that change, that shift? And I'm not sure to taking action. And there you go.
Me.
So what did you do specifically that got her to take action?
No, she just, every time when she saw me, even if it was once a week or twice a week, every time she saw me shrinking so fast, and she was like so happy for me. And she was like, I want to be like you. I want to lose the weight, and we're gonna be skinny together. So that's why she just started, and then I'm really happy for her. Yeah.
So you said your journey started back in the summer of 2018. At that point, you were around 288 pounds, and you said you were big, but you were still active.
Yeah.
So what were some of the things that led to you being overweight? Was it just from childhood, or?
I've been chubby all my life. Then there was a part in my life when I was I lost a lot of weight because I was swimming a lot and exercising. I was quite active kid from about 16 till 19. Then I moved to Ireland when I was 23. Yeah, and then all the takeaways, burgers, because in my country, in Latvia, we don't have burgers, we don't have takeaways, we don't have pizzas. Like then we didn't have, now we do, but we had mostly all the organics, clean foods, because my mom was growing them in the garden. So I moved here. I put on, like, I went up about 2 or 3 dress sizes. Then I got pregnant, went more up. Then I lost. And then in 2018, I got sick. No, 2014, I got sick with my kidneys, really bad. The blood vessels inside my kidneys start to pop, and if I didn't saw the blood or anything else, I might needed bypass or even transplant. But the doctors catched on time and they put me on steroids. And before that, I was doing 2 or 3 times a week kickboxing. I was quite active and everything, so I was losing the weight. But then I got sick with the kidneys, and I needed to stop the kickboxing because the doctor said I can injure the kidneys more. And because they put me on steroids, I ballooned. Like in 3 months' time, I gained about 20 kilos. It was shock to the system. Like, I went from size 6, that's 14, 16 in US, I will say, to size 18, 20, straight up. And then it took me 4 years to recover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and I'm still seeing the doctors.
Yeah, but everything's good now.
From the 100% when I was really sick, it's about 1 or 2% left.
Okay.
They're checking on me.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that you're doing much better than you were a few years ago.
Exactly.
And I think one of the biggest takeaways from this whole thing is, in order to be successful, you have to do something. You have to take action. Nothing changes on its own, and nothing changes by wishing or hoping that it changes. It's up to you, like you said to your friend, like, you know what to do, just do something. And I think a lot of people, they're skeptical, they're hesitant, and even though they see somebody getting results, it's difficult for them to change, because as human beings, we're normal, we get comfortable doing something, and even when it's not working, the comfortable thing, because we're lazy, is to keep doing the same things over and over again. And look, I tell people that just makes you human. It means that you're normal, because we're all like that. But if you're going to see a change, you got to change something. And what you did, was you realized what your problem was. You found a solution, and you took action. And you didn't stop there. You continued afterwards. Because again, like we said, the surgery is a tool. So well, let me ask you this. Do you wish you would have gotten the surgery sooner?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Why?
Because I was doing all these diets and everything else. Like if I, like, maybe I was not allowed to do straight away after when I got sick with the kidneys. But maybe if I did in the 2018 or even 1 or 2 years earlier, I would be, I would say, much happier, and I wouldn't be in the depression mode as I was 2 years ago.
So what are some of the negative, because obviously being overweight not only affects you, but it also affects the people around you. So how did it affect your loved ones, your family? How did it affect the people around you, and how has it changed now that you lost so much weight?
For my kids, I didn't go out with them. I didn't play with them. I didn't do many activities with them because I was not able. I was out of breath. Climbing up the stairs, 12 steps up the stairs, I was out of breath. Then social life, I was invited to many occasions, and I just refused to go because I was ashamed of myself. I declined many opportunities to meet, to have relationship with men, because I was scared that they will not like me, but actually they did, even if I was big. But now, let's start. I go out a lot, of course. I go with girls. I love dancing, so that's another activity what I love. So we go out dancing. I attend barbecues, even if I don't eat much, but I still attend them. It's so many things. I go to the park with the kids. We run, we chase each other, we play, and it's much better than it was before, obviously. And the kids are much happier. Even my oldest, he's so happy that many times he hugs me, and he was like, "Mom, I can reach around you, and I'm so happy you're so skinny and healthy now." I'm like, that's what makes me happy, because my kids see me more happy, and then I'm in a new relationship, and I'm happy in that too. So,
well, I mean, and it's also about, people have to realize that you're missing out on so many things in your life by being overweight and being out of shape. And again, I think really the point is that, if for nothing else, you got to think about the people that are around you and not just about yourself. Think about especially when you have a family, and now, how is your weight affecting the people that you care about? How is it affecting your life? You know, there were so many things that you couldn't do being overweight. And I want people that are watching this just to imagine. And I don't think it's difficult if you're overweight, especially here in the States, where it's now on the East Coast, it's summertime and it is hot. So I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be somebody that's, 200-300 pounds overweight in the summer, and it's just, so the fact that it's uncomfortable, but also the fact that you can't, not that you can't do things, but you're either embarrassed or ashamed to do certain things, go to the beach, like you said, go to barbecues, be in relationships. So none of that has to be the way it is. The changes are possible to be made. And I think a lot of people, the problem is they want the immediate overnight change. And that's the biggest reason why people, it's one of the biggest reasons why people fail, because they start and they don't see that immediate change, and then what? They give up.
Straight away,
that kind of leads into my next question, because we're going to have people watching this that may be on their journey and they're not getting results. And these are people that are ready to quit. They're ready to give up. What do you say to those people to prevent them from giving up?
If you think that quitting is how to say, when you start something like a diet, even, it's, as you said, it's not the easy way out. And if you need to try at least. I tried, of course, all the diets and exercises and everything else, but for me, it was a little bit different because of the sickness. But if you don't try at all, you're gonna suffer later. So I just try, please. You're gonna be much happier.
I mean, the reality also is that you're not going to be worse off by trying. Like, it's not like if you try, you're going to gain weight or you're going to be worse than you are right now. So as I tell people, in order to change, you have to change something. You have to do something different. Doing the same things you've been doing are not going to get you a different result. And they say that that's the definition of insanity, is doing the same things over and over again and expecting to get a different result. So if you really want to change, understand now that it's not going to happen overnight. It is going to take time. A lot of these, well, I think it's even on social media, we see the before and the after. But we don't know all the struggles that the person went through to get from that before to that after. And it never happens overnight. They say, like in show business, the overnight success, where there was nobody that wakes up one morning and decides they want to be a singer, and the next day they are on American Idol and doing this. And there's years in the making to get to that success. So patience and consistency are two of probably the most important things if you're going to get results. Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with that. Totally.
Mm-hmm. So what advice would you say to somebody that's putting off getting started, whether it's putting off the surgery or putting off starting eating better and starting exercising? What would you say to get them started?
If they want struggles with health issues for the rest of their life, go ahead. That's the only thing what I can say, because I didn't want that. I wanted life with my kids and health and happiness. If they don't want that, that's up to them. You can't force nobody to do anything for themselves. You need to start to love yourself and do something for yourself. And that's what I did. Because I put that aside for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you're going to have those people that say, you know, the self-love and that you should love yourself the way you are, whether you're big or not. What do you say to those people that use that as a reason not to do anything because
they love themselves as they are? I think that's a big lie. They just put a fake mask on it and that's it. I love myself big and chubby and unhealthy, and I don't believe these words because I was big. And I was saying to people like I love myself how I am, but I was actually not. I was lying to them. I was lying to everybody. Yeah. I was saying like, I don't care what everybody thinks. The main thing that I love myself, but actually I was not. There you go.
And I think I think the reality is that you should love yourself the way you are, but you should love yourself enough to be the best version of yourself. And if you're unhealthy, you are not taking care of yourself, how can you truly say you love yourself? Yeah. And you love the people around you if you are not doing whatever you can to be the best version of yourself. So we want you to love yourself, but we want you to love yourself enough to do something about your situation. If you're unhealthy, and you know you need to change, love yourself enough to take action and do something about it. Yeah. I think that's that's what we really, you know, want to get across. Yeah. So what would you say to someone that's afraid of doing surgery?
Because
was there a point where you were afraid?
No, not at all. As soon as I stepped my foot into the hospital, I felt so calm. Even the receptionist, not but the manager who was doing all the bookings and everything for me, she said, as soon as I saw you, I knew everything will be fine because you're so relaxed. You're so like, I trusted all of them from the start till the beginning. And I was up and walking 5 minutes after the surgery. I had only gas pain, and that's it. I had no complications whatsoever. My weight is still going down. It's not going so fast as at the start, but it's going. And that's it. I'm happy.
I can tell, which is a good thing. And that's what we want, the smile that's on your face and the happiness that you have for everyone that's overweight. That's the goal of this show, is to inspire people and to motivate people and to encourage them to know that they too can do it. It just has to be done. You just got to take action.
Yeah. I smile a lot now.
That's a good, so keep on smiling because that's what we want.
Main thing.
So what do you say to someone that thinks that surgery is the easy way? It's the easy way out. What do you say to that person?
How can it be an easy way? I once a friend told me that, she didn't say straight like that, but she was saying like through flowers, like soft way. And I was like, are you serious? Do you think it was an easy way out? She was like, no. I was like, listen, I changed my life for it. I quit so many things. Like, I don't eat bread. I don't eat flour. I don't eat potatoes. I don't eat pasta. I don't eat any fatty foods. I don't eat sweets. I don't drink sodas. None of that. It's just healthy. I I don't count calories. I don't do that. I don't do it, but I eat healthy every day from morning till the finish. And I turned my life around like totally. And then not for many people is that possible. If you like, I was not food addict before. That's the thing. But if somebody is a food addict, I will say then maybe it's a problem if they love sodas and pizzas and takeaway foods too much. Then maybe. But for me, it was easy to quit everything cold turkey straight away.
So let's talk more now about some of the things that you're doing to continue your journey. Exercise. What are you doing for physical activity?
I walk about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. That's about 6 kilometers till 8, something like that. Sometimes it's even more. Sometimes it's up to 11, 12 kilometers a day. So I walk a lot every day. I move and stuff. Then I was doing Zumba, and then I'm doing swimming. Even on the holiday, we went to aqua park, so we were doing loads of swimming and stuff. And then I'm gonna start gym this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna hire a personal trainer and just gonna tone up all the muscles.
So where would you recommend someone start their journey if they've never exercised before, or they haven't done it in a very long time and they're just looking to get started doing something? What would be your recommendations as to where they should start?
Put the goal for the walks. I would say even the quick walk, what keeps your heart pumping, that will make a change straight away. I would say that.
So that's a great way to start. And I would say that I would agree that the goal is to start doing something.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of people fail because they go from doing nothing to trying to, you know, compete for the Olympics. And unfortunately, that's the quickest way to failure, is to try to do too much too soon. Start with some walks. Start walking around the neighborhood. Become more active. And
every day, and just every day add a little bit more. Or not every day, maybe every week, add another mile to it or something like that. It's gonna be better.
So now we have our start for our exercise, our activity program, but let's talk about diet. So how has your diet changed from when you started your journey to now?
In the morning, at the start from the surgery day, you mean?
Well, when your journey started, when you started losing weight.
First, what I did, I cut out sugars. I did that. Before, I was eating like sugary cereal in the morning, or 4 eggs in the morning with oil, cooking oil and mayonnaise on top or something like that. Then I cut out the sugars. I cut out the mayonnaise, and I tried put in more vegetables, lean meats and stuff. So then I start to drop the pounds before the surgery. And then 1 week before the surgery, I need to drop another like 2-3 kilos. And I just eat the same salad and like fish, salmon, and lean meats, and no sugars, no sodas, no ice creams, no nothing. And it was fine. And then the next day after the surgery, I started as a baby from liquids, going up and up and up. For about 2 weeks, I was on liquids, nothing with lumps in it, like potatoes or whatever. Everything needs to be like water consistency. And then about 3 weeks in, I need to start the puree foods. The same again, baby food, kind of. And then every week, the texture changed. And then 6 weeks out, I was eating soft meat, soft fish. And now I eat mostly everything but healthy.
Okay.
And my stomach tolerates. Not pasta though. I tried pasta, so like, no, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
And then,
yeah.
but like that, everything is fine. No pain, no nothing.
Yeah. So what beginner advice would you give somebody that's looking to change their diet? Because we understand that diet is the hardest part of this whole journey, and it's the most important thing that you need to change if you're going to be successful. So what first steps would you give somebody to start changing their diet?
Cutting out small things. Sodas, sugars. Swap for iced tea instead of soda. Swap for sugar-free drinks just without the carbonation. Just like taking out mayonnaise off your diet. I know some people love to put it anywhere, but just take that out. And the smallest things, you're gonna see the weight will drop, because you're not gonna take the extra calories in, and the body will release the extra fats.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that what you're saying is important, is that it's oftentimes things that you think wouldn't make a big difference actually do make a big difference when you add them all together. It's like the sugar that you add to your coffee. Or you might not think that may make a big difference, but if you take that out and then you take away some of the mayonnaise, and then maybe you go from eating, the packaged sugary oatmeal to eating plain oatmeal, all of those things, all of those things add up in the long run to something that's going to be big and beneficial. So that's where we should start.
And like for cravings, what I eat nuts for the crunch, and then there's lentil crisps. I eat them. Like what's healthy? There is healthy choices what you can snack on, and there's so many healthy choices. Before I didn't see them in the shop. Now I see it everywhere. They're all over the place.
And it's not like they weren't there before.
It's
just now because you're thinking about it and you're more health conscious, that now it's like when you have a favorite car. That car was always on the road, but now you see it more often because you like it. And so it's the same concept, is that once you open your mind to doing healthier things, the options start to open up and you start to see more healthier things that you can be doing to get better results.
Exactly.
So let's talk now about some of the other things that have changed about your life now that you've lost so much weight. What are some of those things?
I'm happier. I said already that, but that's the truth. It's just, I'm much, much happier in life.
Yeah. Life just seems like it's so much better now for you.
So different than it was before.
So, I mean, if you're watching this live, or if you're going to watch this later on YouTube, the question is, what are you waiting for? Like, it's not what you want. That happiness that Kristine feels is not going to find you. It's not going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, here I am. You're going to have to go get it. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to do something to get something. So the key to this is take action. Like I said, the difference between people that succeed and people that don't is people that succeed, they identify their problem, they identify a solution, and most importantly, they take action. They don't wait for things to happen. And if you're going to be just as successful, you have to do the same. You have to take action. So we're just about to wrap up this interview, and you have given so much good knowledge today of what people can go do immediately to start their journey. But before we get to the end, what are some of the things that you've been motivated to do now that you've lost so much weight that maybe you weren't motivated to do before when you were heavier?
Before? Travel.
Travel, okay. Now, what was it about traveling before that you might not have wanted to do before because you were overweight?
not fitting into the seat, need to ask a seatbelt extender. Hated that, totally hated. Or if I didn't ask the extender, I need to squeeze into the belt really strongly. So roller coasters. I went on roller coasters this holiday. I just came back on Monday. I went on roller coasters and I had fun. I loved it. We went to the aqua zone. I swam with the kids, and before I didn't do it. And all these changes is just amazing, and it gives new life to me.
Yeah. So the last question that I always like to finish off the interviews with is, what are you hoping to accomplish by sharing your story?
That somebody gonna see that there is light on the end of the tunnel. That you don't need to be unhappy and depressive or lying that you're happy, and it's just it's not worth it. And health comes first. Your kids come first. Your family comes first. Then it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
To be in that position, what I was nearly 9 months ago, 8 months ago, sorry. So yeah.
So guys, as we wrap this interview up, and Kristine, thank you so much for being on this show today. I really, really appreciate it, because like I said, you've given so much good information, from diet to exercise to telling your story and what you've been through. And you've come out on the other end of that light, on that tunnel, 9 months later, as a completely different person with a beautiful smile, and ready for the next 2 to 3 months when we'll be doing our update interview, where we will be talking about what you've done from today to that point to finish off your weight loss journey. But give everybody your Instagram, because I'm sure people, or give everybody the ways that they can find you and communicate with you directly, because I'm sure they're going to have questions.
It's Kucina Q. I think that's my Instagram.
And I'm going to put your Instagram in the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So they can just click that and go right there and follow your journey as well. I know you're on Facebook as well. So
Kristine
what's your face? What was that?
Kristine Bonge.
So I'm going to put that as well on the YouTube video. So guys,
difficult.
Well, look, the goal here is, like I always say, Nike built a multi-billion-dollar company on one phrase, and that phrase is just do it. Stop thinking about it, and let today be the day that you finally jump off that diving board and into that pool of better success and more happiness. Everything you want is possible. You just have to do it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Weight Loss Warriors, because I did. Me and Kristine are about to get out of here, but guys, if you missed any of the past episodes and you want to get caught up, head on over to youtube.com/fitnessmotivation4u2. That's fitness motivation, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2. Also, if you've got a weight loss journey that you'd like to share and you'd like to do it here on a future episode, go ahead and DM me if you're watching this live. But if you're watching this on YouTube, down below in the description, click the link and let's talk. Last but not least, before me and Kristine sign off, if you're looking to start a weight loss journey but you don't know what to do, or you've already started a journey and maybe you're not getting results, I'd love to help. If you're watching this live, DM me and let's talk. But if you're watching this on YouTube, down below, click the link and let's get started working together to get you in the absolute best shape of your life. Guys, this is Mr. Fitness, the body transformation specialist, signing off with Kristine. And as always, where there's a will, there's a way. And we hope you have an awesomely fantastic day. Till next time.